so what's my most memorable moment? Well, there's been so many. Got from floating the business back in 2000, all the awards that we've won. I look back at Sunday Times Best Companies to Work For, that was a fantastic highlight. The Manchester News Business of the Year was another great one, but I think the proudest moment was when we did the Great British Data Centre event, which was down at the Olympic Stadium, looking out over the Olympic Stadium there. And it was just it's the biggest event we'd ever done, 170 people, so I think that goes down as one of my best.
Well, there have been so many memorable moments. I mean, if we take the first year, not many people will know this guy, but Mark Harrison stood at a partner conference with his trousers around his ankles saying, "Come on ANS." To the Marbella trip some years ago on a boat, and those who were there will know what I'm talking about. It was a great time, and I'll say no more.
What sticks in my mind is the first time I went to Ibiza in 2008. It was the first major trip from memory that I think we'd done where everyone attended, and we had some characters on that trip. We had myself and Jamie Sinclair and an unnamed Dutchman in the big Dutch room of Wolf. That was fun, which I'm sure Jamie can elaborate on, but the best for me was when we went racing to the go-karts. It was a hot afternoon and heavy night the night before. Obviously Sweeney won, as he normally does, but the highlight was the bravado round the punching machine, where there was a battle going on for who could hit the punch bag the hardest. Clearly, you know, this was Luke and Gaz that were up there, and Gaz decided to be Bolton Beefcake, doing it for ladies, flexing pecs and all that, I'm sexy me. And he hit the stanchion, the metal stanchion of the punch bag, and ended up walking out like that with his hand in plaster. It just goes to show you got to be careful what you wish for when you're competing. But anyway, odd pose, but that's me. Cheers. Wicked, mate.
My most memorable moment from the past 6 months since I started at ANS is probably being nominated for the Employee of the Quarter, and also seeing Ed do the helicopter on the sales incentive.
Wicked. Got to tell us a bit more about the helicopter? Or?
No, well, I say it's a memorable moment, I'd probably put it at the back of my memory somewhere.
I think the most memorable moment is going back to the start of the business 20 years ago, working from my back bedroom with Scott.
The key one for me is the Palm Sports Day, just getting out there, the experience. I'll never forget that day.
Shit, it should have been Matt Anderson. Put the wrong one down.
You're going to do an outtake one, aren't you? No,
So my choice for the professional services techie is the professional services techie, isn't it?
Yeah.
So my choice for the professional services techie, the best version of the professional services
The best professional services techie.
Don't fucking record that, Jesus. No, seriously, that can't go out.
Have I got fat head syndrome?
No, you've got good head syndrome.
Alright, fucking would say that.
Yeah, you've got good. Oops.
Camera adds £20. It does, mate, it does. It's not friendly.
I've chosen this person for Unsung Hero. Why have I chosen them? Fucked if I know. You dare leave that in.
So my most memorable moment at ANS was about a year ago. Paul Shannon and I did a framework which has opened a lot of doors for ANS in the past year. It took a lot of persistence and a lot of hard work, a lot of teamwork, which we got off quite a few people off the business, but that I would say is one of my most memorable moments. I'm really proud of doing it, and I just want to say a massive thank you to Paul Shannon for getting me through it.
What was the most memorable moment over the last 20 years? I've not been at ANS for 20 years, I've been here for 15. Too many good memories to really remember. What I can say is that over the last 15 years I've seen the company go from 15 people to over 200 people, and it's grown from strength to strength every year.
My most memorable moment working with ANS is just recently when we've managed to actually recruit 11 apprentices with our summer intake, so we actually took on the biggest intake that we've ever took on, so that was really good.
Leeds Teaching Hospital deal, so we won a large project in Leeds Teaching Hospitals. It was the first big project I won at ANS, and it was a really good deal to work on.
One of the most memorable moments I can remember is working with part of ANS. I'd been offered a job, and before it even started I got taken to a full day out, all expenses paid for at Home Towers. just to meet and greet the team and get to know everybody.
What's been the most memorable moment to me in the last 20 years? So I've been here for, I'm in my 10th year now, and probably the most memorable will be the acquisitions of the two businesses, BIOS and Alpha. And really what that meant for us as a business was the transformation from kind of 3-point-something million turnover to get to that 50, and I'm sure there's another one in the pipeline, so looking forward to that.
Well, thank you everybody, thank you for making it a fantastic business. It's took all your dedication, your hard work over the last 20 years to turn us into what we are today. It's still going from strength to strength. We've had a great year, we've won our biggest deal ever, and I hope to do it all again with you next year. Have a great night.